What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be going through a 3-month review over the Xbox One X Elite Series 2 controller. This bad boy. Go ahead and do a really quick review on it of how well it's endured in the last 3 months. I've seen a lot of reviews out there with people posting their I guess in small words, their nightmares with this controller. And I feel like, a lot of people aren't talking about how they treat those said controllers, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So this is my Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it in my other videos I've done. It's been with me since I got it since in release. Now, I can't exactly say it's November. I want to say it's been 2 months, going on third at the end of January already. So I've put some good time into it, and I've mainly been doing first-person shooters. So I've mainly been using the back paddles and the triggers. I haven't so much as been using my buttons, and I've seen some other videos already claiming that that their B buttons and Y buttons get stuck and you need to hard press those buttons. Yeah, I haven't had those issues. I haven't really had issues with my bumpers. One main thing I do want to point out, after 3 months of constant heat and hot hands, I don't really get sweaty hands, but my hands do get hot in intense situations, is how well they've improved the grip. By now I would feel how soft on I've had both other two Elite controllers, the white one and the black one, and both towards the end I've had like a soft squishy feeling right here, and this feels durable. Like it feels like this is really gonna last. And even the grip hasn't started to fade into smoothness like the other ones have. So far so good on the actual grip, which is everybody was main concerns on the last one was the warping and the grip actually coming out of place. So on my white one, it seems like I had a bit of an aux problem, like it would constantly have to unplug and plug back in my mic, but not this one. And so far it's been holding its charge. I only really charge it when it says that it's low on battery, and I try to at least keep an eye on once it's fully charged to disconnect it so I don't overcharge it and start overcharging your batteries, because even then that pushes on how long your battery's gonna last. I know I've seen other people saying that their triggers are going bad. Both, I'm pretty sure you can hear. Yeah, all these buttons. I don't want to push that one because it turns on my Xbox. But the only real grime that I have is that sometimes it doesn't sync up properly with my Xbox. And since we're going into that right now, I want to talk about all of the actual bad things that I've experienced with this controller so far in the first 3 months. Activity issues. So I know if you've seen my Xbox One X cloud gaming one, you've seen that sometimes it disconnects even from my phone, and I can chalk that up to latency issues or between the phone and the controller. Sometimes when I try to turn my Xbox on and the black light will just keep on blinking and it won't connect to my Xbox. I've had that happen twice to me now, and my best way around it was to get the USB cord and plug it into my Xbox and control it to the controller. That way we could actually sync up, because even then I wasn't being able to sync. So I had that issue happen to me twice. But it's not like right after another. Like I've seen it like deteriorate over time. I've seen it happen like once in December when I first got it, and then once like a week ago. So I can't say that it's happening all the time, and I can't say that it's like faulty wiring. It could be because I have it plugged in, charging from a wall, and then I try to turn it on, and maybe it just doesn't respond well to that. Yeah, I've had that issue. And another, well, I'm not gonna say a problem or an issue, is I can see the wear and tear of the paddles. So I've been doing a lot of Apex, and I have these programs, so I'm constantly go ahead and using my back buttons, specifically B and A. Those are my go-to buttons for that game. But I've already seen wear and tear where sometimes I have to actually hard press them for the controller to respond, and actually do what I'm tapping it to do. Because if I just do something light, or chances are that A paddle might not respond. And that's the only real grind I have with this, because everything else has been super accurate. And one other thing is the paint on the dash button. It's not actually chipping away like the first my first black one. The paint on this chipped away within the first month, and you could see all the light coming through. I thought that was pretty horrible because it looked really trashy. Like I'm constantly digging my nail into the button. But aside from that, even the pressure sensors for the triggers, it's not that bad. So my only two real grinds after 3 months have been slight, maybe poor connectivity on it, and wear and tear on these buttons. And okay, so I want to get to the main point as to why I wanted to do this 3 month review. Is the way I play with my controller, even in heated, intense moments. I've seen my friends, I've seen other people, the way they play, and when for example, they're busy on Call of Duty, they're in a firefight, grenades going off everywhere. They're doing this. Like that kind of maneuver, that kind of pressure, that hard pressing of buttons wears out the springs. It grinds between the metal here. And a lot of people that are constantly saying, "Oh, well, the material of this controller, it's not made to last." You also have to come into consideration of how you're playing with these things. Even in intense heated moments, like the most damage I do to this controller are the thumbsticks. When I'm going side to side with my character, and I'm actually slapping the edges, like that eventually is going to wear down my joystick. And granted, almost all of my controllers and why I've had to switch out is because of my joystick drifting. Like they're no longer tight. Like if I do this, nothing registers on some of my older controllers, because I know that I do this way too hard. Like I already know. So I'm giving you the disclaimer that if you hear from me that my joysticks are drifting, it isn't. Chances are it might not gonna be from the controller itself. It's not gonna be faulty manufacturing. It's gonna be me doing this too much. And if you're somebody who games it like 8 hours a day, then you're really gonna put some time into damage into these controllers. And reviewers aren't talking about that. They're just putting the blame on whoever builds the controllers, the manufacturers, the Microsoft, Xbox itself. Like those things, yes there are times when it's the manufacturer's fault when it comes right out of the box and your B button's stuck or your Y button doesn't do a damn thing. Like those things can be attributed to it. I want to make sure that people understand that, at least for my side, if I'm telling you that, hey, my joysticks ain't working, chances are that's me. Or hard pressing my triggers, like that too. Sometimes in a high stress and I'm yelling at my teammates, or I'm going, hey, what the heck, and I'm like trying to get this guy jumping around, sliding, and I'm going, I'm gonna let you know, hey, like it's me that's doing the damage here. And specifically for gamers who are on their controllers even more than 8 hours a day, for more than a few days out of the week. Like you work full time, you only got enough time to game it for a few hours on your days off, right? And if you got a family or you got kids, it wears down on your time. But if you're, young and you don't got much to do and all you're doing is gaming, you're gonna seriously do damage on these controllers. Yes, they're pro controllers. Yes, it's supposed to last more than the basic controllers that you buy at retail, But at the same time, even these things can only take so much damage. Unfortunately, we don't have like maintenance. We don't gotta do oil changes on these things. So as soon as you break something, you gotta either go get it repaired at like Geek Squad if you have warranty for them. But aside from that, you're gonna be shit out of luck, and you're gonna have to go buy yourself another one. But this is gonna be my 3 month review. So far, so good. I give it a 7 out of 10 for durability. Even though I'm not that hard. I don't go hard on my buttons. Generally, I'm not slapping these buttons around or the controller. I'm not just chucking it at the sofa. But I am hard on my joysticks. But even then, I've had no issues with these. Even clicking to run, I've had no issues with that. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. This is just a quick little video that I wanted to drop on the controllers. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys, like maybe I'm too harsh on other content creators. But yeah, let me know. Drop a like if you like this review. Drop a comment. You don't gotta subscribe, but if you feel inclined to, go for it. Thanks, guys.